when you set yourself a task, you do it, and you don't do any less of it. But one thing not a lot of people talk about is that you also cannot do more. What do I mean by this? What do you mean I can't do more? Let's say that you set yourself 3 goals in the morning, that you are going to work out for 2 hours, that you are going to read 20 pages of a book, and that you're going to write that essay that you have been putting off. But let's say that there is another essay that you've got to do, but you didn't set that in your 3 goals. So you completed the fact that you didn't do any less, because let's say you've gone through your day and you didn't do any less. You did everything you set yourself today to do. But now you're thinking to yourself, I really did all of that? Maybe now I should just write that other essay. I mean, you could, but when you set yourself a task, you're setting yourself a goal. This is the concrete goal. You're being concrete with yourself. You are ultimately putting this thing in front of you that you've just got to do. Now, am I saying it's always bad to do more? No, but I believe that if you start doing more, and you start doing more, and you start doing more, you will burn out. Because you then lose that trust that you will do everything you set yourself to do. Because you're going to start burning out because you're doing more than you set yourself to do. When you set a goal, you reach that goal and you tell yourself, okay, I reached this. Let me sit down and I'll set myself another goal. Don't add things in. Just set yourself another goal. Don't reach a goal and then do more. Reach a goal and then set yourself another goal. Because then you're also kind of losing that trust in yourself. Because yes, it's bad to do less, but also it's not great to do more than you set yourself to do. You set yourself to do this, and if you want to do more, write down on a piece of paper a goal where you do more. A goal. Set yourself a goal. Set it. Because then you're building trust with yourself that you do what you said you were going to do. Did you say you were going to do another essay? No, you didn't. But you did another essay, which will lead to your burnout because you keep doing more and you just keep doing more and you just keep doing more and you don't limit yourself. Because sometimes you have to put a limit on yourself because you are going to burn out, which will then stop you from constantly reaching the goals that you set yourself. Because you know that you will do more, which will tire you, which will burn you out. So it's not good to do less. Absolutely not. But it's also not beneficial to do more. Sometimes. When you set yourself a goal, you do as you set. Because then you build that trust within yourself that I do exactly what I say I will do. Did you say that you were going to write another essay? No, you did not. So once again, you're breaking out of that trust because you actually didn't do what you said you were going to do. You did what you wanted to, but then you did more. So it's actually not always beneficial to do more because it will lead to your burnout, and doing less will lead to a break of trust within yourself. So sometimes yes, but not constantly. And specifically not when you're coming into a habit of consistency. Because when you're just building a habit of consistency, you're building a habit of reaching goals, that is really not a good thing to do. It's really not, because it will break you out of creating a habit. Because you're then creating a habit of not completing your goals. You're creating a habit of reaching out for more. So sometimes, just do as you set yourself to do. You completed this a lot earlier than you thought you would. Okay, great. Let it go and set yourself another set of goals where you will include, for example, to write the second essay. Because then you're doing as you said you would. So, don't do less, because doing less will break your trust and it won't lead you to the destinations you want to be at. But also don't do more because it will lead to burnout. You will lose that spark that is in you towards that thing that you want.